Hi everyone, my name is Valentina. I'm from Colombia. I'm 21 years old and I'm proud to say that I have small boobs and that I love them. And as a way to show to the world that small boobs are also beautiful and sexy, I decided to create the account The Confident Body. It's a place where I share like that message about the small boob love and acceptance. So thank you so much Perfezione for this opportunity, for this interview, and hope you like my story.
What do you think about the small boobs?
Well, I used to consider my small boobs as my worst enemy because with them I just felt I didn't feel like feminine enough and sexy enough, and like I wasn't like a real woman because of them. And actually all my body insecurities started with them. Well, and also especially because I come from a Latin culture, that there is like this stereotype like Latin women are like curvy, that have big breasts and like tiny waists. And well, I just saw myself in the mirror and I wasn't like that. So my first thought was, well, if I'm not like that, then maybe there is something wrong with me, that I'm not beautiful, and that maybe I needed to change my body to fit in that. So it was like just hurtful, like a long time. I just felt bad about myself, and I just got tired of like thinking in that way. So I had the opportunity to meet like amazing women all around the world that actually had the same insecurities as me. So I feel identified with them, and with them I realized that small boobs are actually a gift, that they are beautiful because it's part of your body, they are part of who you are. So what do I think about the small boobs? That they are really powerful because they help me to realize that I had to change my mindset about how I look at myself, and they help me also like to love my body the way it is.
Have you ever considered breast enlargement surgery?
Yes, actually, when I was 15 years old, I got an appointment in the plastic surgeon. I don't know how to say that word, sorry. I went there, the doctor, she told me like how was going to be like the process of the surgery, and also she told me like the consequences in a short and long term. And I got really scared. I couldn't imagine like myself doing that, and I realized that I didn't want to put in risk my health because of that. So yes, so going there, it was actually something good because made me realize that I'm fine like the way I am. And it was actually funny because when I was there, like the doctor, she just showed me her boobs, and actually she was flat chested, like she had as small boobs as me. And she told me, well, I'm doing this because I want you to understand that if you want to make the surgery, there is nothing wrong with that. Like if it's for you, it is a way to feel better about yourself, then do it. But you must understand that having a small boobs is not a problem. So I think you just need a little bit of time, like to think about this decision and decide what's better for you and for your body. So yes, it was like an awkward and funny experience, but that it really helped me to be who I am right now too, and like to take the good decisions for me.
How to deal with a person making fun of your small boobs?
I think that the best way is just to ignore them, because the reality is that you will always find like people that is not going to agree with what do you say or what do you think, and that they are not going to like the way you look or your body appearance. So I think like why to spend like our energy and our time and our mental health in someone like that is not bringing something positive to your life. Like I think most of the time we care too much about what the other people might think about us, about our body, and we never listen to ourselves. So I think it's time to stop that, to realize that we don't need to give them like the power ourselves, and that we have the decisions to be happy too, and just hear yourself more and just become your priority.
What are your favorite styling tips to fit and flatter small boobs?
Well, for me, my favorite styling tip will be like bralettes. I just love them. For like so many years, I used to have like those padded bras, like push-up bras, and I just feel like I wasn't like real, like somehow I was lying to myself, and actually it hurted like also my self-esteem. But everything like changed with now my bralettes. With them I really feel now like finally I feel like feminine and sexy and beautiful, like all at the same time. And I feel like they understand like my body type. Like I don't need to put like something like so big. Like no, I just feel like myself, and I feel free. With them, I realized that the small boobs are really beautiful and that can be sexy too. And I love them because now with them, I appreciate more my body.
What helps you feel confident in your own skin?
So first of all, I would like to say that being confident is a process that it takes time. And I say that because, for example, some days I feel like really good about myself, about my body. I feel like powerful, but there are like other days that I really feel like really bad. And but actually that's natural, like that's the process. So be calm, be kind to yourself during that. So for me, there are two things that help me to be more confident. The first one was to talk with my boyfriend. I finally had like the opportunity to share with someone else my insecurities, and it was actually interesting because for him like my problem, like my insecurities were like simple. He told me like, well, you are beautiful because of the way you are, like because it's your body and because you are healthy. So there, for me at least, there is no problem like if you have a small boobs. But he told me that if I was like unhappy and that I didn't like the way I looked, then I have like two choices. Like first one, like two options. The first option was just to do the surgery, like the breast enlargement surgery, because if that's the way that it's going to make you feel happy with yourself, then do it. But do it because of you, not because of what the others want or might think. And the second option is just start like working on your self-esteem and start like accepting your body the way it is. So actually like sharing your insecurities with someone else is an opportunity to see your problems from another perspective. So maybe what you think is a problem actually is not that much. And the second thing was to create like a positive environment. So for example, in my social media, especially like on Instagram, I just started like to unfollow like those accounts that made me feel like bad about myself, that I couldn't like identify with them. So I just unfollowed just like people and companies that promoted like those kind of beauty standards and stereotypes that made me feel just bad about my body, and they were like toxic for my self-esteem. And instead of doing that, and instead of like following with them, I just started like to follow accounts that actually promoted like self-love, body acceptance message. And just like for example with the confident body, I had the opportunity to meet like stories of other women that also feel like the same way as me, and that helped me realize that I'm not alone, that having those insecurities are normal. So I just feel like those accounts were like a positive environment for me, like to keep in mind that having a small boobs is okay, and that we deserve also like to be happy with the body that we have, and that we just like need to stop caring about what the other thinks or what society says that we must be or do, and just focus more on yourself. And I think that the key, like to be confident, is just change our mindset, like change the way we perceive like our body, like to realize that our body is perfect the way it is, because first of all it's healthy and because it's yours. So like we just need to be more grateful for the things that we have, like the body that we have, and to realize that no matter how is your body, if you have big boobs, no boobs, or from one shape or from another, it's okay. Because beauty is not one, beauty is diversity. So just embrace that beauty, embrace your beauty, your uniqueness, and love your small boobs.